Hey, yo. Happy New Year to everybody. Since I haven't gotten a chance to say it as yet, this is actually one of my first, or I believe this is my first video on this channel of 2022, boo. Okay? Yes. So if you are just checking out my channel for the first time and you like what you see, definitely make sure that before you go that you hit that subscribe button so that we can keep on having fun together. And I love to hear what you guys all have to say. We are going to be starting back with our Cash App videos on Wednesdays, and we do have our Samore Love juice as well as relationship advice videos that are going to be on this channel. If you're looking for hair videos, that will be on my other channel, which I will link in the description area. That is Empress Hair Looks. And finally, if you guys like watching shows like Catfish or other shows that you may want to request that I review, or if you watch Power, then definitely check out Samore Love Real TV, because that's where we talk about those types of things. So today we are going to be talking about something that has been storming the internet recently. And a lot of you guys have been telling me about, well, not really telling me, but there was a video I did about Kevin Samuels. This was a while ago when they were protesting him last year. And, you guys did tell me to look into him. So he is in my rotation of people that I will be discussing different topics about going forward. Another person is Steven Speaks. I don't know. It seemed like not too many people was too interested in him. I'm going to go back and look at the comments, but that definitely does help to determine whether I move forward or not. And Derek Jackson was another one, which a lot of people actually do seem to like his topics. So I'll definitely be continuing on with his as well. And if you guys have any others that you like to listen to, then definitely let me know and I'll look into them as well so that we can have even more topics to discuss as well as my own. If you guys follow me on Instagram, there are some times where I just feel inspired and I start talking about certain things that I've learned along the way on my journey. So with that being said, like I said, there was a little bit of relationship advice where Mr. Samuels felt like he wanted to share with all of us. So I'm going to go ahead and first we're going to hear what he had to say. And another one that I remember hearing about was Tony Gaskins. So I'm going to look into him as well. I haven't really watched anything from him in a few years, but he also had a response that I'm going to play after we talk about Mr. Kevin Samuels. So here goes first, Mr. Kevin Samuels and what he had to say.
And understand, when I mean dates, I mean nighttime dates. Ladies, if you don't want sex to be on the table, then don't go out after dark. If you go out after 5 p.m. with a man, sex should be on the menu. If you want to keep it strictly platonic, date between the hours of 12 and 3.
Okay, so a lot of you guys were saying how a lot of the things that this man does say be real, they be truthful. I mean, from what I've seen so far, there are some things that he says that are hard truths and that are realities. But as far as this particular topic, I personally have been on many dates back in the days when I used to actually have dates with someone other than my spouse. And there were many times that I've gone out and there was no sex on the table. And I mean, maybe they had the expectation, but just because you took me out to go get a little bit of dinner doesn't mean that now I got to give you my pum-pum. I mean, that's just, I don't see that as being realistic. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're talking about maybe like some Netflix and chill, especially if you're going out somewhere. That definitely doesn't mean that, now we have to like have sex in your car, or we're going to have to go to a hotel, or we're going to go back to your crib. Nah, you take me back where you picked me up, or you take me back to my house or wherever. I don't even know if, depending on if it's just a date and this is the first date, like I'm definitely not trying to have you come to my house and know where I live, because you could possibly be a stalker. So yeah, you're going to take me back to wherever I asked you to drop me off, and that's it. Or I'm going to drive my own car. So that makes sure, and that's why it's good to have your own, because you drive your own car, you don't got to worry about, oh, or if you even take a Uber, you know, you don't got to worry about, oh, now this guy has to take me home. No, I don't rely on you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, it's good to be submissive or whatever, or it's good to be a lady to a certain extent, but also I feel like it's also good to have your own as well, or be able to provide to a certain extent for yourself as well, you know, and that can definitely get you out of a bad position or a bad place where somebody has this type of mindset where they feel like now they can tell you, oh, because I bought you some steak or some shrimps or some lobster, now you gotta give me the goods. Nah, like you spent $50, you spent $100. I don't even care if you spent over $100 on me. That does not mean that I automatically have to give you just because it's after 5 o'clock. Like I just feel like his logic there was just absurd. Maybe that's what they may feel deep down inside. But once you, and especially if this is like the first or even the second date, once you express that to me, you're canceled, because there should be some type of mystery. So now let's go ahead and we're going to hear Mr. Tony Gaskins, what he has to say.
How about we tell men that just because you take a woman on a date at 7 p.m., it doesn't mean she owes you her body. We got to do better. We got to keep growing.
I feel like Mr. Tony Gaskins shut that down in less than a minute. All right? What was that, like 30 seconds? And he just completely annihilated that whole little monologue that Mr. Kevin Samuels tried to put out there. I don't know if this is some old school mentality, or if because he thinks he's a man of money or whatever it is, he feels as though, oh, now you have to give me, like Mr. Tony Gaskins said, your body. Nah, ladies, we have to know that our body is our temple. And for the person that I was with, he had to wait months before we even got into that level. Like it was no just so wham bam, you know, thank you, Sam. And I'm not going to say it was always like that, but as you learn and as you grow, you start to change your mindset. And like going forward, if, you know, that's just my mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't even imagine just going along with that like I did years and years ago, you know, like before this particular relationship. It's like, and I feel like that was the difference, you know, you make people respect you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and there's nothing wrong with, if you feel like that's what you want to do, you want to do. But I'm just saying, like, don't feel like you're obligated to give it up just because it's after a certain time. Like, don't take this advice as, oh, a word, you know, like what you have to do, like, because it's not it. And for anybody to blindly follow what he says, I think is pure ignorance. But that's just my thoughts. If you guys feel different, I would definitely love to hear or read what you guys have to say down below, your thoughts on, and if you actually saw this particular segment that he did. I believe I saw that he posted it, but I didn't watch the whole entire thing, but I definitely will as well. And if there were other gems or other little things that I feel like I want to talk about, I will come again and we will talk about it, boo. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, if you have not yet subscribed at this point, definitely make sure that you go ahead, hit it, turn on that post notification so you know when I post these videos. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one.